automatic, it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff. Here's on tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55. Mahomes and the Chicago Bears taking on Lamar Jackson and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, I don't think too many folks around the NFL saw this one coming. This is a Jacksonville team that's had a lot of forgettable seasons, really since their arrival in the league. But now here they are making their first appearance on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They were close a few years ago, losing the AFC Championship game in New England. And early in their tenure, they got to an AFC Championship game. But you're right about the number of forgettable seasons. Here they are, one of four teams coming into this year. The Browns, the Texans, and the Lions, the other three, that had never played in a Super Bowl. They've taken care of that now, and now they want to win this one.
Meanwhile, it has been a roller coaster ride in Chicago the last few years. They've been up, they've been down, they've had double doinks, but now the Bears are back looking for what would be just their second Super Bowl title.
Now, we do know that the Bears had plenty of success pre-Super Bowl because they won 8 NFL titles to be exact. But as you just mentioned, looking for their second Super Bowl win, they did have another appearance in the big game. That was one that they lost to Peyton Manning and the Colts in Super Bowl 41. The win prior, Super Bowl 20, a huge blowout against the Patriots.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive, as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one caught by Isabella. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Mahomes pass.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On second and 11 now. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold him to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big game.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Boswell's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is his ability to be accurate from the pocket.
the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now Leonard Fournette. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is Fournette. And he stopped immediately there.
Leonard Fournette.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Bears 3. Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Staying on his feet. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
7, Bears 6.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Flushed out right. Airing it out. Looking. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
that time on the outside. Pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
That's good for another Jaguars.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Jackson. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Adam Thielen, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players spotlight, and he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. A good game there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete to Isabella. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Devin Bush able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting. Understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars! Leonard Fournette, 42 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. 2nd quarter here. He has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there was going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Jackson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone. They go to him. He gets it done. Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin the drive with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good for a Chicago.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's the option. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to get him. And that is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. They go play action. Winston. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, it's Winston. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Akers taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On the run, it's Fournette, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
43-yard line.
Now Fournette. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
42-yard line.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brian Body Calhoun on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Naeem Hines, 32 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. at their own 27.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A second down throw for Winston. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air again with Winston. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Play action now. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Calvin.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
The Bears take over.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brian Burns make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making him the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With him leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, they'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
But it's 4th down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jackson to return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
First down, Winston. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 36 yards on the play.
Jaguars. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on him. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This will make it into the end zone. Shrugs him off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Rolling to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And that'll bring up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run with Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Jackson going to look to do it himself. He finds some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Brown, 42 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Mahomes now on first down, powering forward. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Hello, I'm going 80. Correct. Bandit. 44.
Mahomes now to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's good.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Mahomes now on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll go down at the 28.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
This is Hines. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They run again with Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackle. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon. So he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, Peterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mahomes' pass. Complete to Zach Pascal.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's brought down. good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that. That's the defensive coordinator.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
32-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, a slant to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mahomes. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold after it.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters get to you.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And on the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Made by Devin Bush. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Number 2. A gain of 20 on the play. It's now third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll go again here with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And Jones has it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. On
first down, Mahomes. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio's still down right now. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mahomes firing complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's Ham, the fullback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, that is caught at the 7-yard line. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? And we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. Yeah.
Akers hit, he coughs it up. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Here's the ball carrier.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra. On every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
At the Bears' 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
7 yards.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Down and goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
48-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Auden Tate brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again. Jackson going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Mahomes to throw once more. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 3 yards out, and the Bears cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Jackson now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions.
3, Bears 39.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.